In this video, I'll show you how to get Complete Form Zygarde in Cobbleverse, including the fastest way to obtain all 95 Zygarde Cells and 5 Zygarde Cores. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So first, let's start with Zygarde Core. The best place to find them is inside the dripstone cave, but they are extremely rare with a spawn rate of 0.05%. Now you can't actually battle or catch a Zygarde Core like a normal Pokemon. Instead, you need an item called Zygarde Cube, and once you find a core, just hold the Zygarde Cube and right click on it to collect it. But there is one very important rule you need to know about hunting them. So by default, Zygarde Core are blacklisted from Pokesnacks, which means you cannot use Pokesnacks to boost their spawn rate. So if you are playing on a server or a single player world where this blacklist is enabled, then you just have to search for them naturally. However, if you are playing with the blacklist turned off, then you can use Pokesnacks to farm this core way faster. You can check the pinned comment for the exact recipe to know its Pokesnacks, but there is also a second way to get them. So you can visit certain ruins like Crumbling Arc Ruin or Mossy. Okay, I can't pronounce it. Anyway, if you find suspicious sand inside them, use a brush and you have a random chance to dig up a Zygarde Core. And here is a secret tip for why Zygarde Core are so valuable. So you can actually get 9 Zygarde Cells from 1 Zygarde Core. That means if you are lucky enough to farm a bunch of cores, you might not even need to hunt down all the individual cell locations I am about to show in this video. But if you still need more, then let's move on and start collecting some Zygarde Cells. The first place you want to look is the outskill stand from the Legendary Monument mod. Here you can simply buy 5 Zygarde Cells for 150k Cobble dollar. And while you are hanging around the stand, make sure to open up the specific barrel right here. It holds one extra Zygarde Cell that almost everyone misses. So every single outskill stand you can find is worth a total of 6 Zygarde Cells. Now next we have structure from Mega mod. You can find Zygarde Cell inside structures such as Observatory, Wishing Well and Archaeological Site. These buildings usually have 1 or 2 Zygarde Cells, so they are always worth checking out. Now next we have Eterna building located in the Sinnoh region. Though you will need to unlock the access to Sinnoh first, and once you've done that, you can grab 2 more Zygarde Cells from this spot. And just remember, if you are able to farm those extra Zygarde Core we talked about earlier, then you can craft 9 Zygarde Cells from each core. So this is easily the fastest way to skip the grind and hit those 95 Zygarde Cells that you need for the complete form. So once you have enough core and cell ready, it's time to assemble your Zygarde. So first thing first, you need to craft the assembly unit. So the assembly unit is used to create every form of Zygarde, and the amount of cell and core required depend on which form you want. So for Zygarde 10% form, you will need 1 Zygarde Core and 9 Zygarde Cell, and the process will take 1 minute. For Zygarde 50% form, you will need 1 Zygarde Core and 49 Zygarde Cell, and the process takes about 5 minutes. And for complete form Zygarde, you will need 5 Zygarde Core and 95 Zygarde Cell, which takes about 10 minutes. So to start the process, place the required amount of core and cell inside the Zygarde Cube, and then right click the assembly unit. Once the process is complete, simply right click the assembly unit with a Pokeball and you will receive your Zygarde. Also, if you already have a 10% or 50% Zygarde, you can get those material back. Just right click your Zygarde with your Zygarde Cube and then again right click the assembly unit, and it will return the corresponding cell and cores. And if you already created complete form Zygarde, then you can use the Zygarde Cube to switch between its 10% form and 50% form whenever you want. Well, that's the interesting part. To unlock the complete form, your Zygarde must have power construct ability. So if it has aura break, then it won't transform. Now unlike the other form, you can't directly create the 100% form outside the battle. Instead, when a power construct Zygarde drop below half HP during battle, it will transform into complete form Zygarde and gain a massive increase in power. But if that's not enough power for you, then there's one more thing we need to talk about: Mega Evolution. Now to Mega Evolve your Zygarde, you will need the Zygarde Megastone. However, there's one massive drawback. So you can't Mega Evolve Zygarde directly from 10% or 50% form. Instead, you'll need to activate Power Construct and transform into complete form Zygarde during battle. And with Zygarde 4x weakness to ice, that can be really hard. But once your Zygarde transforms into its complete form, simply click the Mega Evolution button and it will evolve into Mega Zygarde. So not only does Mega Zygarde gain a huge boost to its stat, but its signature move Core Enforcer is replaced by Nihil Ride, a 100 base power move that can even hit Fairy type. So not only you can obtain Complete Form Zygarde, but you can also Mega Evolve it into one of the strongest Pokemon available in Cobbleverse. And that's everything you need to know about getting Zygarde, unlocking its Complete Form and Mega Evolving in Cobbleverse. So if this guide helped you out, consider subscribing and I'll see you guys in the next one.